Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, good people? It's your boy, Chris, aka Crispy Cappin. Typically on Twitter, but we transitioned into YouTube. It's a beautiful thing. Before I get started, man, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you guys, man. Yesterday I hit 1,000 followers, or 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. The love and appreciation that I feel like, well, just the love and the support that I've been getting, recently is greatly appreciated, sincerely appreciated, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, tuning into my content, thinking enough of me just to, watch my videos and trying to cash on some of the plays that I'm cashing on as well. Man, the love is so greatly appreciated. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. Before we move on to today, I just wanted to make a quick video. I won't be doing a Twitter Spaces today. Got a lot going on, so I won't be doing Twitter Spaces. So I wanted to make a quick video, just kind of capping, a game or two, real quick for you guys. Not a long video, but let's look back on the yesterday real quick, and then we can move forward to today. So we had some bad beats yesterday. Jericho Sims finished on the hook with his rebounds and his points. So if you took his double-double, you failed. If you took his rebounds, you failed. If you took his points alone, you failed. If you laddered them, you failed. DeRozan was another bad beat. Chicago did not show up even though they were at home. I didn't anticipate Charlotte being able to come in and thump them the way that they did early in that game. And DeRozan had 17, I think, at halftime, and just wasn't able to do anything in the second half because the game got out of hand. But shout out to New York, man. Shout out to New York, bruh. The concrete jungle parlay cashed last night. The Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks. I took that one. I had that one in a separate ticket, but then I had the Knicks, the Nets, and the Mets together. So shout out to Brooklyn, man. Shout out to New York. Shout out to all my subscribers from New York, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me for sure. Yeah, so the Concrete Jungle Parlay Cash. Shout out to Finesse, Finesse the Books. Shout out to Prop God. I know we all did some kind of collabing on that parlay. So yeah, if you tell, man, shout out to you guys for for cashing with us for sure. Now, before we get into today, I got one game that I want to look at. But before we get into today, what I wanted to make sure I said was just a tip today, right? So we got a 5-card slate today. So we got a 5-card slate. One thing I thought was interesting, this morning I got up, I did some research. As of recording of this video, it's like 8:30. You don't have a lot of lines out. You got one early game today. But reflecting upon yesterday as well, one tip that I want to take into consideration, man, the totals yesterday. I thought the games are kind of winding down now. You don't have a lot of time left, in the season. So to me, I would think that means less defense, and a little more offense will be played. Teams will kind of let their guard down, 1, 2, 3 Cancun type of thing. We talked about it yesterday in the Twitter space, but that was not the case yesterday. So yesterday, the totals went 3 and 6 to the under compared to the over. So only 6 games went over. Only 3 games went under. 3 games went over. 6 games went under yesterday. You think about that, you're thinking about a Lakers team, not a Lakers team, but an OKC team that only scored 101 points. Portland only scored 78 last night. The Jazz only scored 105. Phoenix only scored 111. I think they both hit under their mark as well. The Atlanta game versus Miami, I had them on the Miami came out and played hard and beat them by 4 points. So lost that one as well. Not a great night last night, but that parlay cash that helped us a lot last night. Because it was plus money, plus 236, plus 229, I think, depending on how you played it. Not only did the New York teams beat the number last night and cover on the money line, but they also covered the spread. Brooklyn covered their spread. I think they were 8.5. The Mets won last night. If you took them at 1.5, you still cashed. And the Knicks, man, I talked about the Knicks going to New York, going in Washington last night and cleaning them boys up. With Wes Unseld trying to rest his guys and. Like I said, 1, 2, 3 Cancun, man. The Knicks got a lot more young guys. They're trying to play for, these bigger contracts, put them out the way early. But yeah, just a betting tip, man. I think a lot of us thought that the over was gonna hit in those games yesterday. And it wasn't as many points as I think we thought it would be. So just a tip, man. Take and do what you want to with that information. But use it, to bet smarter today. Also, don't force a lot of things. We definitely don't got to force a lot of things. It's a 5-card slate. A lot of these teams have nothing to play for, so pick and choose your spots wisely. That's what I'll say. Last thing I'll mention before I actually start capping this one game that I want to get into is shirts, man. I got t-shirts. Today is the last day for the pre-order. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's ordered already. Sincerely appreciated it also. Just trying to help the community as much as I can. If you want to support by copping a t-shirt, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it a lot, more than you guys even know, man. So let me know if you want one. The tweet is pinned on my Twitter, Crispy Capping, 2 P's, 2 N's on Twitter. If you want one, all the instructions are there. It's in the pinned tweet. Send me your address, your name, your quantity, and your payment, and all the payment methods are there as well. So that's what I got. So now let's get into the slate. Let's get into the game that I want to talk about. So the first game is actually the first game. You get the Indiana Pacers going to Philadelphia, right? Unmotivated spot for Indiana. It should be. Philly doesn't have a lot to play for, even though you could say they're kind of jockeying for position at the top of the Eastern Conference. You get a line that opened at 13.5 in favor of Philly. It went up to 14 at most books. For Indiana, they haven't played since Tuesday. They played against Philly on Tuesday, got smacked up by Philly. They haven't won a game since March the 20th. They're on an 8-game losing streak. They play in Brooklyn tomorrow in their series, in their season. And then on the opposite side, you get a Philly team that's coming off 1 day's rest, 3-game road trip where they finished 2-1 straight up, but they went 0-3 ATS on that road trip. Most recently, the loss in Toronto on Thursday. This is the first game back home, and the first game of a back-to-back. They host Detroit tomorrow on Sunday to finish their regular season. That'll be the regular season finale. Injury-wise in this one, you got Bataze and Jalen Smith, who are both listed as questionable. I don't think that really matters too much. The Pacers lead the season series 2-1, and they're straight up. They're 3-0 ATS against Philly this year. Although 2 of those wins for the Indiana Pacers, both of those wins did come against a Philly team that, of course, didn't have Harden. And then Embiid didn't play in those first 2 games either. They were earlier in the season when he was kind of dealing with some injury stuff. So side-wise, for me, it's kind of hard to cap the motivation of the Indiana Pacers, although I do think that they've been playing hard, and the numbers kind of support that. They just don't have a lot of talent over there. They're tanking, of course. Miles Turner went out early. Brogdon's not playing. They traded Sabonis, shipped him away. So they're not playing for a lot, man. But they are scoring. That's why I said that they're actually playing hard, Maybe not defensively, but offensively. The Pacers have put up 122 points. They scored 117, 123, 118, and 123 again in their last 5 games. So for me, I'd be looking towards team total props over for the Philadelphia 76ers. The line will probably be a little inflated because I do anticipate, that the books will they'll try to catch up a little bit. You also get Philly first game back home. That's typically when you want to fade teams. You can't fade this, and you can't fade the Pacers defense though. It's just that bad, man. I don't think that they come out and play with a lot of effort and energy on the defensive end, as they haven't recently, right? Like they just haven't. So yeah, a little inflated there. I probably look towards Philly full game team total, just in case it takes them a while to kind of get themselves acclimated. I do anticipate a bigger performance from them offensively, because they did struggle against Toronto the other day. So just something else to kind of take into consideration. That's what I'll be looking at as of right now. Like I said, it's 8:30 on the East Coast. I'm in Virginia, and we don't have a lot of live lines right now at all. So the number for the first quarter, I probably anticipate it to be around 31.5, 32 for the team total for Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not interested in taking that. They probably will get there. The first half line will probably be 63.5, 64.5. They could definitely get there as well. Maybe that's something I'll look into. If I like it, I'll end up tweeting it out. But full game, I expect Philly to be able to get to their team total. Whatever it is, I do expect them to be able to get there, because on the opposite side, I do expect I expect Indiana to be able to score in this game also. So yeah, I'll be looking to, my favorite play will probably be the Philadelphia 76ers team total over. Like I said, not sure what that number will be. Probably 125, 126, something like that is what I anticipate. Prop wise, if you do anticipate that the game will be close, I think you got to look at Embiid, of course. In the game on Tuesday, because like I said, these teams just played. Embiid had 45 points and 13 rebounds. He'll get the same matchup today. which he should be able to dominate as long as he wants to. There's also narrative around him winning the scoring title. There's also narrative around him winning the MVP. So yeah, if you want it, if you like Embiid, his player prop probably gonna be sitting around 32.5, 33.5. Couldn't talk anybody off of that as long as you think this game will stay close. So yeah, that's Embiid. A pivot off of Embiid though, I think would be Maxey, right? So Tyrese Maxey, he's cleared his number twice in the last 2 games as well. His point prop typically sitting at 18.5. Like I said, I don't got any numbers right now, but his point prop typically sitting at like 18.5, 19. I like him a lot in this matchup. Also, he's like I said, he scored 22 and 30 points in his last 2 games. The 30-point game came against the same Indiana Pacers team where he shot 9 for 12 overall and shot a career best 8 for 11 from 3. The Pacers defense ranked bottom 5 in pretty much every statistical category. And I expect Maxey to be the guy that would play normal minutes, even if Doc Rivers decides that he wants to pull, his guys and not play him as many minutes because they do have they are in the first leg of a back-to-back. If he wants to sit Embiid, if he wants to sit Harden, I do expect Maxey to get the run. He's a young guy. I expect him to, get the extended run no matter what happens in this game. So yeah, that's it, man. If you like this content, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you watched the video and you made it this far, consider, hitting that like button as well. More videos to come. Like I said, no Twitter spaces for me today. I do think Finesse the Books and Prop God will be hosting the Twitter space a little later. Finesse is going to be probably breaking down the basketball slate. Prop God is planning to break down the MLB slate as well. So we're just trying to keep getting money, man. We're trying to keep getting money. We're trying to run it up. But yeah, shout out to you guys as always, man. Appreciate you guys for watching the video and all the support. I'll catch you in the next one. Be smart with your bets today as well, man. Stay disciplined. Don't put in too many bets today. Highly volatile schedule. But this is just the Pacers and 76ers breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Take care. I'm gone.